Nice. Well, here we are in August, people. Holy shit. August. The end of summer. The beginning of yet another lingering autumn and winter. It's crazy. You know, time seems to pass slowly when we are young, with that sort of comfortable drag that seems to make the world around you spin slowly. And the appreciation of time is a little bit more great than it is now. That's something that doesn't come along with the adult 40 hours or more a week tax paying, oil changing, kid raising an American like myself and many others. Time seems to zip by faster and faster with each year, month and day. Life becomes a hollow repetition of tasks. Set to carnival music. Never a day to make time for yourself, family, or friends. So this is what I say, folks. With this new month, I say try to focus on making yourself happy for once. Enjoy a nice bike ride in the park. Take dance lessons with a partner.
Take dance lessons.
Make that trek with friends that you've been putting off for a while.
Make the trek.
Or, you know, write a song or paint a picture that you've been meaning to create.
Picasso.
But just live your life, people. Take advantage of your time as often as possible. And love the ones you know. But with that, I welcome you folks tonight back to the second episode of 6 Beers In, where we catch a slight buzz and all the topics are considered. Open minds of real people with heart and soul. As always, I'm the host, the old schooler Ben Cooper. Woo! And in the studio tonight, we got a case of deja vu because my two brothers from different mothers, Richard C. Wright and Alan Germain of All Together Music Productions. You should see his head right now. This is great. Got it. So we got a hell of a show lined up for you, fool. Sit back, pop a cold one, and crank the volume. It's 6 Beers In. Yes. Wait a minute. Before I get started, let me fire this up real quick. You might want to get your beers ready. Pop one out there if you want to, America. All right, I want to dedicate this episode, yes, to a longtime friend and a great human being, Tyler Miller. He found it right to end his life early Saturday morning. And he was an outstanding person in life of any party. And I only hope he finds peace in the afterlife. And Tubby, this beer is for you. So yes, with that, guys, welcome back to the show. And how's this week been for you guys?
Oh God, it's been good. It's been good on my end.
Well, hey, that's good, man.
How about yourself, man? I know you've been busy. I've been busy.
Yeah, it's been a really busy week,
We've been busy.
Yeah.
You guys are very busy people with all the shit you got going on. You guys keep putting shit out left and right, and I can't keep up. It's giving me fucking heartburn. But yeah, you guys got some exciting shit coming up. That's cool, man.
Yeah, man. We've been really busy trying to get everything, ready for All Together Music Productions starting lineup for, this last end of 2018.
Nice.
Get people excited for this because we're excited for this.
We're excited for this, and we hope you're excited for this
Like
too.
a child.
Right.
Like a child. Speaking of kids, we had a tie-dye onesie for my kid Avery. He's a little hippie.
Nice.
I feel like the generation of the people I grew up with, they're going to have children that are probably cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to be exposed to a lot of cool shit.
Dude, I used to make tie-dye onesies and shirts and socks and hats.
I do feel like this next generation is going to be. I think it's,
I got some hope with him.
Yeah,
because I went to
yeah.
school with some cool people. And, if, you have kids. I mean, do you have kids?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know how that feels. You're going to influence them somehow. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to do shit my dad was doing, So
Yeah.
Yeah.
when he was on the tractor, I would take my fucking tractor toys outside and play around in the mud, pretend I was tractoring and shit. So,
Yeah.
I'm sure when Avery gets a little bit bigger and I'm playing to some guitar or something, whatnot, he might gather some interest. I want to get him started on drums.
Oh, yeah.
I started out on drums because I like beating shit anyway. I feel like this kid's got this gene somewhere laced in him.
Yeah. You gotta pull it out.
They all do.
So, yeah, I used to pull pots and pans and shit out. I think any kid did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I set up Tupperwares and had a little drum set, and I'd play to like AC/DC and shit.
I think the kids we grew up with and just our sort of area of people, we're probably the last, spurt of children that played in the dirt, stayed out past, 8 o'clock and rode their bicycles through the neighborhood, and their mom knew. Your parents knew where you were at, so if some shit needed to get done or supper was ready, they would call you, and they know where you were at.
People getting kidnapped was like super rare.
Yeah,
This was before smartphone.
This was before smartphone. And really before internet was a huge thing, because there was nothing other to entertain us than a fucking trampoline and our bicycles and so hide and go seek. You remember how exciting hide and go seek was?
Yeah,
I've always wanted to make extreme hide and go seek.
Yeah, like grown ups, maybe like downtown.
Well, no, no. What
base is like some building, and we gotta like spread the fuck out.
What the thing would be is you'd have to wear like a little bit of protection as far as padding and whatnot goes, because instead of tagging you'd have to like tackle somebody. It'd be extreme hide and go seek.
Man.
Yeah, dude.
We're gonna get arrested.
No, if we stage this and organize it would be great.
If the cops
people, if you want to get involved with
a black man in
send us some money.
Run and tackle
Oh my god.
anybody, I'm going to jail.
Well, we can do
Any of us would go to jail.
We
Yeah,
could do
I think
this
any
in
of
a
us
fuck,
would.
dude. I know some people who have massive amount of acreage, and we could set it up there. We could do this, gentlemen.
Sounds fun.
Think about this. We could do fun things.
I really miss laser tag.
You want to go to laser tag?
Dude.
Have you been at Laser Quest downtown?
I have not. Let's go.
Dude.
It's huge.
Oh, field trip.
Field trip.
Field trip. We'll take a 6 beers in field trip to
Dude.
Laser Quest.
Yeah.
The loser has to do something. So if you come in third, if you come in last place, you got to do something bad. We'll think about that. That might be something we can do.
Don't make it too bad.
We're not going to make it too bad, but I might, I don't know. We'll figure something out. I might make you have to suffer a ketchup and mustard hamburger from Hardee's.
Oh yeah, I'll suffer one of those.
Yeah, but
I'll
they
suffer
lace
like
it on their
3 of those.
hardcore.
Huh?
They put it on their hardcore.
Yeah, they do.
It's like saucy.
Saucy.
You go through one of them, it's a miracle. And now the loser has to drink 1 raw egg. I'm down with that.
Oh, dude.
I would be down with that if you're down with
That's
that.
good. We can do that.
That's a fair punishment.
Yeah.
But dude, could you do that?
Yeah.
If I lose, I would.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'll do it for everybody out
If I
there. I'll
do
do
it,
it for the
you'll
6
do it.
beers in nation.
You have to do it.
You think you could? You think you're just gonna be able to just? Oh no, that was gross.
Yeah.
And that'd be the end of it?
Yeah.
Oh no, dude, I'm throwing up everywhere.
Well, see, that's the glory of it. We'd have good footage.
Man.
I'm not gonna lose the laser tag. How about that for glory?
Well, don't
See,
lose
but-
the laser tag. That's good motivation to fucking
Well-
whoop past the laser tag and be like, yeah, bitches. We can have like team Richard, team Old Schooler.
Yeah.
I call
Yeah,
Brian.
that's
He's a
okay.
nimble fuck. He's on my team.
I call Alan.
It's like levels.
I call Alan.
Yeah, but
I just want me and him to be on teams.
Yeah.
yeah, but
It could be me and him against everybody else.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, they got mirrors on the wall. You can shoot off mirrors around corners.
Yeah.
They got vents above you. You
this
can
sounds
shoot
so
people
cool.
through the ceiling or through the floor. It's crazy, bro.
Mm.
You gonna love it.
I
Field
would.
trip.
I'm down for this field trip.
Yeah.
You know what else is something that I probably feel like I might school you guys on is putt golf.
Yeah, you might get me in that.
Yeah, I haven't went in a
I'm not the
long
best.
time.
I love it.
It's been a while.
The wackier the course, the better.
I haven't been in a while, but every time I've ever been, I wasn't very good at putt golf.
Alan will murder you in bowling.
Oh yeah,
Bowling, I haven't been bowling in probably 10 years.
I could give you 6 months to practice.
But I'm not about to fucking battle you. I'm not about to battle
No, I'm just
you
kidding.
walking in knowing you're already like the Mike Tyson of bowling. And I'm like fucking
Dude, Alan's
some
a bad,
scrawny
he's
boxer,
a bad
you know,
motherfucker, man.
and you just take me out in one punch, and you're just like, look, I just got a 200 or a 300 or whatever the fuck it is.
Did I break the game?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, I think I won.
I think
You would ruin
does
my
that-
bowling experience.
Does that mean I won?
Did you ever remember as a kid, like going to the skating rink or the bowling alley, or whatever, and they have
I
like
went to
little
the skating
lock-ins at night? You could like go hang out.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, man.
They had that Rivergate skating rink, spend the night.
Yeah.
Like wore pajamas. It was like,
Yep.
it was tight. It was cool.
Yeah, it
We
was
used to
cool.
do
I was
that.
exposed to a lot of good music at one of those, at some of those.
Yeah. They had great stuff.
And then, you know, you'd always take a pocket full of quarters to the arcade. They always had good games.
And then you play
Oh,
the
yeah.
Simpsons. And then you play the Simpsons game.
and you know they had slices of
Man.
pizza for like $2.
I played the fuck out of the Simpsons game, though.
Yep.
That game was the
And
shit.
then they had the Terminator with
Yup.
the gun on.
You remember
Yup.
Crazy Taxi?
Crazy
Hell
tape.
yeah.
Crazy taxi.
Yes, yes.
Hell yeah.
That was pretty cool, man.
Dude.
See, that was
Arcade
before. That was
games,
before
man.
life became something fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
You know. Now look at what we're doing.
It's
Look
the
at
zombie apocalypse. It's just a bunch of people walking around on their phones slowly
I know. I
Well,
need to get out.
and wrecking into walls on their phones.
You want to know something fucked up? I was driving on the interstate the other day, and there was a fucking rollback tow truck with a wrecked ass motherfucking car on it. And I was like, Alyssa, go around this guy. Just don't like being behind that shit. It's like some Final Fantasy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Final Destination.
Or Final Destination. I don't know. I'm drinking beer. It's what it's all about.
Jam!
Well, what happened is we're behind the little fucking rollback, and we go around it. Either way, we look up, and the dude is texting and driving. And isn't that like the ultimate, like, fucking... You're in a tow truck that's already got a fucking wrecked car that was probably caused by some sort of distracted driving.
Right.
And then you're fucking doing it.
What is that called? Irony?
And I've actually seen a cop do it, too. I saw a Metro cop do it right in front of the fucking J-Town Mickey D's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. So, I don't know, man. I believe it. It's a zombie world.
It's a man's world.
Dude, get a taxi cab.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to get a fucking taxi
No.
cab.
Hey,
No.
get a taxi.
Get a taxi cab. You can do...
You'll never get pulled over again.
You can get away with anything if you drive a taxi cab. I bought a taxi cab for $800. All right, it was a 2004 Ford.
Crown Victoria.
No, no, it was a van. But
Oh, it was a van taxi?
Yeah.
yeah, it was a van
Fucking
taxi, dude. But no, they had taken the details off and stuff. But when it got dirty, it all came back up. So there'd be like the taxi number and the name of the company on there, and it just looked legit like a dirty taxi.
Dude, we'd be riding down the street and it'd be people like flagging us down and shit, trying to get rides.
Like for real.
Yo!
Yeah, they get mad as fuck.
We need another taxi.
Yeah, we need a company taxi. We need to remember that.
That thing was like riding around in a cop car.
Yep.
I think
Legit.
I think you guys need to do this music thing for a little while and try to rake in as much dough as you can and invest in a cheap Lincoln Continental limousine from the 80s and just ride that bitch around.
No, we need a tour bus.
You need a Mercedes
Yeah.
Sprinter
We need a tour bus and a limousine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a Pope Mobile.
And I want a horse.
Yeah.
You want a horse?
Alan shows
Yeah.
up to all concerts on a horse.
Yep.
Jam!
But how do you prevent the horse from shitting in the venue?
I'm going to try to get him to shit before.
And we're going to have
But
a
I
little
know-
guy with a bag that follows Alan.
Yeah.
You're gonna put a horse diaper on him?
He
No,
he
no,
makes
no.
he makes $17 an hour, so he's pretty happy to follow around and pick up shit.
Really?
Yeah. Not a bad gig.
It's not a bad gig at all.
No.
And if you catch it, you ain't got to pick it up.
I read an article this week about TV evangelists, just priests, whatever, pastors like the Olsteins and shit, whatever. But you know the average salary of a normal sort of up the road church, real small, is about 35,000 a year, right? 45,000. It's very humble, right? These motherfuckers are raking in up to $740 million a year.
Yeah, they're asking the congregations for jets and all types of crazy stuff. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Pat Robinson of the
intense.
700 Club, 25 million a year. 25 million a fucking year.
And they get exempted on a bunch of stuff on taxes.
No taxes. They don't. Probably none. Probably very little. And they get, and especially Robinson, he ran for fucking president. You know, so he's got government ties. You know, he says the grace while the lawyers chew.
Those televangelists are like intense now.
Oh yeah.
They ask their people for like thousands of dollars, like just straight out. They straight out ask you like for $1,000. It's not
bullshit.
like as much as you can give. They're like, we need $1,000. Like,
Yeah.
Olstein, 100 million a year.
Hey man, that dude. Every time I see him on the TV,
Doesn't he look like
all
a
the
demon?
people, yeah. And his church just looks. It's too much. I don't know.
He's too animated for me.
Yeah.
And his hairdo, it cannot be trusted.
Nope. Nope. Don't trust his hair, bro. He look like a Guess Who character.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
You remember that fucking game?
Oh,
He
yeah.
looks like a fucking Clue character or something.
Right.
Kill somebody in the ballroom.
The biggest Mac Daddy pimp of them all is Kenneth Copeland, who's been around for a long time. He's kind of over the TBN network.
Yeah.
Sort of affiliated with that. 760 million a year.
Yeah, he's got he's got a bunch of jets and shit too. They're
Holy
all obsessed with jets.
Fuck. Benny Hinn, the fucking like Indian priest. I'm sure you've seen him. I think he's on like one of the syndicated channels.
I don't know if I know who that is.
But he's at 400 million. I mean, that's notable too. I mean, when is enough enough? When do you have to hold back that much fucking
When
wealth?
you dead.
And especially, think about it like this.
Well, apparently, when the Lord's happy.
I'm not opposed to any of it. If you believe that, that's cool. And if you go to a little fucking middle of the road rinky-dink church like the one at the end of the road, that's a small congregation of probably 30 people, and that's all that ever motherfucking church ever is.
Right.
That is something to respect. That's cool. That church probably does good shit. You know, I don't necessarily go to church, or I mean, I've been, and I'm not going to say I believe or disbelieve, but in the end, I'm not with what they're going with,
Right.
So in the long run, so it's just not my belief, but I can respect that. Now, when you go to a church that's fucking worth tons and tons of money, and these people are almost celebrity like, and they have all the wealth to themselves, and you're just basically feeding their fucking pockets.
Yeah.
And just the room where they preach at is big as the goddamn municipal auditorium.
Olstein sells out like the fucking Texas stadium or some shit like
dude.
that every Sunday or some shit.
stadium.
Or he bought a stadium or some shit like that. I don't know. It's something ridiculous like that, man. It's just like if they took just a small chunk of their wealth all together and just did some fucking good, it would probably do some fucking good.
They can divide it up amongst the crowd. The whole crowd, as big as that crowd is, divide up some of that money and change all their lives and still have so much money left over.
I wish Joel Osteen hooked me up with about 10 grand. Wish he'd make a donation.
About 10 million.
I think he should make the donation to the people.
It's the right thing to do.
You remember when
I think Joel Osteen should make a huge donation to the people.
Everyone share this if you feel the same way.
or he should at least make 1 to 6 beers in,
Yeah.
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 and then we'll rag on him some more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still not going to let you go.
No, we're
No.
still gonna rag on you, but we
know
need
what
some
you
money.
do.
How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America. There's nothing wrong.
Mother Nature's a fucking beast, and California's on fire right now, from what I understand.
It's always on fire.
Right.
California's always on fire. That's one state that I'd probably never live in. I'd love to visit California, and I'd love to just go out there.
California is hell.
But
In the
yeah,
US.
it's
That's what Satan.
no shit. It's about to break off the fucking face of the North American continent.
Yeah, it's gonna go.
It's
back
about
down
to burn
hell.
to death. It'll fucking get wiped out by floods or a fucking earthquake. You know, just California sucks. But I would like to go out there.
Yeah.
The resurrection, man.
Really?
Oh.
Everyone else will disappear, and then all of a sudden it's just California left, and they're like, "Fuck!"
I do want to go to.
Damn water world.
I just want to see like the Walk of Fame. I think that'd be cool. See some stars. You know, that'd be cool. You
That
know
would
what I
be
mean?
cool.
That's
Just-
what you
yeah.
want to see?
No, I mean not just that by itself, but I think that would be something cool to see. I want to put a hot dog on Mel Gibson's star.
I feel like you can see a lot of great shows.
Yeah, you know, maybe go to the Whiskey
Yeah,
Go.
yeah. That's probably all I do is just go to shows.
Maybe go see a good comedy
Beach.
show. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't
Yeah,
know.
man.
A lot of cool things.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of shit. California's cool, like I said, if you want to fucking visit, but I'm not about to live there. Alan, I hear you got some dumb news for us.
Yeah, man. Probably. Yeah. So, let me see. In Idaho, there's like 100 goats taking over this neighborhood, and they're going around to every yard and they're eating everything in sight. These goats are mobbing through this neighborhood right now as we speak.
They have formed a gang of goats.
Causing
That
chaos.
are
And
causing
nobody
terror.
knows whose goats they are, where they came from. Nobody knows anything. It's just 100 goats
Is
going
this a
ham
sign
on
of
a
the
neighborhood.
apocalypse?
Maybe.
The goats are out.
So they're
I
eating
never looked at
everything.
it that way.
What if you woke
They
up?
are eating everything, yes.
What if you wake up and your fucking garden hose is gone? They like gnawed on your
Dude,
tires.
they will
Your
eat that.
bumper's gone. Your fucking plants are gone. Your bush is gone. And then like you look in your neighbor's yard and there's 100 fucking goats everywhere, just like
Just
gnawing
lawn
on shit.
mowing the street down.
That's fucking insane. Animals are weird, man.
They are.
Oh,
A giraffe is weird.
yeah. Giraffes are yeah.
Think about that motherfucker.
But if you think about it, though, like we just keep taking over animal habitats, and it's like, I mean, where are they going to go?
I know.
You know?
Right.
It's horrible. I mean, the rainforest situation is horrible.
It
You knew
really
it was
is.
bad when you saw a deer on the interstate.
Yeah,
Oh, and that's so commonplace now.
and you're
though.
starting to see
Yeah.
like
That's
armadillo.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There ain't no more woods.
Yeah,
They just run into the
Yeah,
next
they're
closest
everywhere.
woods.
running over main roads and shit. It's like, what?
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I do wish at least everybody in the world would take a little bit more effort to work towards conserving. Is just nature in general.
Yeah.
You got one more?
What you got?
On the 3rd of August, we missed it. There was an air guitar championship, and I found out who the champion air guitar person was, and his name is Matt Aristotle Burns.
Wow! Congratulations to Matt Aristotle Burns.
Congratulations, Mr. Burns.
I'm speechless.
I want to see this.
I'm without speech.
I want to see this air guitar. Oh, you pick your song.
Both Beavis and Butthead and Bill and Ted are proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pick your song, and then you play air guitar to it on the stage. And you like rock out, and you like headbang.
Dude,
And you do everything you do if you was actually playing a guitar, but you don't play a guitar because you don't know how to play a guitar. That's why you playing the air guitar.
And that's the point of the competition.
That
There's a
make-
championship for
That
it.
makes my intestines rumble. That's crazy. People do that. They take that fucking shit seriously.
Yeah.
But there was probably a cash prize, and he probably won something cool.
Yeah, a dinner with Keanu Reeves.
Oh my god! What?
Not only is there a contest,
What?
but there's a crowd of people watching the contest. So there's fans, you know? I probably would be a fan, though.
I wonder how
after
many times.
watching it.
I wonder how many times
It's-
"Living on a Prayer" was played.
It's probably hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Oh, that'd be great.
People
Oh.
up there like,
I would.
Just feeling it. Oh yeah, the faces. I mean, that's probably like 50%.
People doing Jimi Hendrix faces.
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask a serious question? Do you think it was in a theater, right?
Probably.
When was it not acceptable? When was that just like stopped and halted in time? Why can't you take a fucking bushel of tomatoes to a performance anymore and hurl them at the
Sir,
fucking
what do you have in the
performer?
bag? Sir, what's in the bag?
It's just tomatoes.
It's my tomatoes.
Just in case I
Sir, why do you have tomatoes? Just in case.
You never know.
because
Haven't you seen the movies?
Don't we all have bags of tomatoes?
You didn't bring no lettuce.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
So
What's
you
really
telling
going
me
on here?
this guy right here don't have cabbage in his bag?
Yeah,
I
somebody's
always
on
keep
it.
a spare bag of tomatoes in the trunk of the car.
Another serious question for you, real quick. Do you sneak snacks into the movies, or who
Oh,
doesn't
hell yeah,
sneak
dude.
snacks into
I
the
used to
movies?
sneak whole Subway sandwiches into the theater.
Please tell me how you did that, because that's a fucking feat
I used
of
to
fucking
always
modern
wear hoodies,
technology.
didn't I, Richard?
Yeah, he did.
Holy
I-
shit!
Dude, I wore a hoodie at
Yeah.
all times.
Yeah.
I get acclimated to cold quick.
What are you gonna do with it
but-
when you're like in the desert, like what you was talking about?
Yeah, but in the
I
desert,
think you're just supposed to like lick your skin over and over, and then it soaks into your skin and it lowers your blood temperature.
I think you could probably find
the air.
some like really cool stuff to lick out in the desert.
Yeah,
sort of the occasional fungi reproductive thing or something.
Yeah, get a little, trippage going on. And
I wouldn't condone that, but
I wouldn't either. Not in the
man.
desert.
I mean, I wouldn't condone unknown substances. Know
what I'm
you're-
saying is,
know what you're taking.
What I'm saying
always.
is, I've never done substances.
Know what you're taking always.
Not.
I'm not sitting here just saying to go and do any unknown substances.
I'm
But you
proud of
should-
you, Ben.
Bullshit. That's a bullshit story. Did you go to high school?
Yes.
Did you go to high school, Richard?
No, man. I was born a 40-year-old man.
I went to high school, so
Yeah.
yes. And even recreationally here and there.
We've all done things and experimented with things. That's kind of the point of life, man.
Richard, you're sort of like
haven't
a
done
connoisseur of the psychedelics. You got any insight on that stuff to people who are kind of just not informed?
I think the people who are most informed or most uninformed actually are probably the people who take it just for kind of like party. Like, oh yeah, let's go do shrooms this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a really... Psychedelics are a very, very medicinal thing. Very much so. That's why it was used so much with, in many different forms, ayahuasca and things like this with the Indians and ancient rituals, man. And this goes far back to like every civilization that we have dated, history on.
Yeah. You're supposed to take it, go on a hike, and find out why you took it.
Exactly. Not take it
I did.
and then,
Yeah.
and
Don't
just
don't
sit
take it
around-
just to laugh.
just sit around and laugh with your friends.
Everything's funny when I take it.
I tell you,
No.
I had an experience sort of where you said hike. We had gotten out of school one day, and my buddy David, he had some miscellaneous fungal paraphernalia, which came in a brown paper sack, and he was like, "Hey man, I got this, some Tang, and some pizza rolls. You guys want to hang out?" And we were like, "Yeah." Well, we entertained ourselves with the offerings he had.
Yeah.
Drank some Tang and ate a few pizza rolls just to kind of, wet the whistle.
It's really a good package there.
Well, next thing you know, they started enjoying the fruits of their harvest, and I felt it fit to just wander off in the woods for the next 2.5 hours. Had a really good time, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You really have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoying just seeing things a little bit differently.
I think it's
especially
all
in
better
nature.
by yourself, too.
Yeah.
Some people
Well-
hate it, but
No, I had a good time. I get what you're saying, but some people do
think,
hate
I
it.
think the point is
You're right.
when you first are introduced to things like that is to make sure that you do have someone who is experienced and to have someone who knows and that you can kind of learn. Like I said, because there's a serious way to take mushrooms and there's the fun party way to take mushrooms.
Well, yeah, I mean, if like
And-
6 or 7 of us, I get where you're saying party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think it's the point is to have that, get comfortable with it, and then to take those journeys yourself.
Yeah.
And then also like with a loved one or a very close friend, you can make a bond that lasts forever, so much stronger.
No shit. Certain little things happen in any moment like that.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the first time I got like really drunk with my buddies, you know, right about the time we all started getting bad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Those fun years.
You know, and, you know, taking psychedelics too around that time was also mind opening, especially being a budding musician. I think that opens doors. Psychedelics opens musical doors. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I would agree with that.
And many others.
Also,
many others, but
also though,
creativity.
There should always be a warning too, though. I really have a spiel, man, that I try and tell people, but I'll just cut this one part because this is what I think is really important: is to know that you do open many doorways, but you also open doorways with a free bed inviting. You know. Just as much as you can go visit things in other realms and other dimensions and like peel the layers.
I see what you're saying.
Those same things can see you.
Yeah.
So always remember that and trip safe.
Alone from night to night, you find me.
It felt natural to me. I was like, you know, I'm feeling really good. This is like one of the first experiences I've had like this. I want to really soak it in. I'm glad I did.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And everything's so beautiful. That first time, man, is really...
I think that was the second time, but that was the time I took like a decent enough amount.
Yeah.
The first time was probably like maybe 2 grams, which is a good enough amount, but you know, this was way back. You know, this was probably like 9th grade for me. And I'll never forget it. We like hunkered over a dirt mound like on the other side of the road on this fucking farmer's field, and like cars were coming and shit, you know. Me and my buddy fucking chilled there all night, just fucking listening to music.
Oh yeah,
it was cool, dude. He would like fucking try to start fires and shit, and I was like, dude, don't do that. I'll never forget that. He was trying to start like a caveman fire.
My best psychedelic experience was with a friend of mine who actually he used to create a version of DMT that we would all take. And anyway, my personal probably biggest experience was about 30 minutes in. I felt like I was gonna puke. I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, you know, asking my friend, I'm like, is this gonna ruin it? You know, and he's like, oh no, this is
that's what I've heard.
This is what you need. This is it. I'm like, okay, so I go into the bathroom, and when I flush the toilet, the water like swirled around and then like came above me and like engulfed me. The whole room was this wave of water, and then it all sucked back in, and my friend was standing there at the door, and he was like, you're there. Whoa. And he was like, that was it. He's like, you're on the other side. He's like, look. And I was like, what? And anything that the water had touched, like you know, on my hands, and all that, like was like dripping and breathing and all this. And my buddy, he comes over and he takes the head of the shower and pokes it at the wall and turns the water on, so all the water is just hitting the tiles, coming down like a waterfall, like cascading. And in that water was all these faces. They were laughing, crying, screaming, some of them terrified, some of them angry, yelling, and it was all emotions and all these different characters. And after a while, it wasn't just from the water, it was all kind of like all of the air.
Yeah, everything is made of kind of like breaks down into a way that you can actually like see it.
Almost like seeing into another dimension or another world.
No.
Well, it is. I think it is, but it's something that's simultaneously going on here.
So, well, you know, I know what you're saying. Sort of like an inner dimension. It's here, but it's in front of us.
I have a theory that those emotions are constantly around all of us at all times.
I feel them.
You can go into a room and just feel completely different.
Not like a vibe.
You know, just, and that's what that is. You just pass through emotion. It's the same thing with sound. You know, a sound that was made 50 years ago is still ringing in the air today.
It's true.
And it's just the same with anything else. we are energy. Our energy keeps going on. So if we maybe don't go to, a different place or something, or there's a barrier, I don't know how it happens exactly in my theory, that they're stuck here, but I do sense that there's a group that is kind of constantly here.
Dude, I gotta tell you about my accidental DMT trip.
Accidental.
Accidental, yes.
Hey, man, you ate the wrong thing, man.
No, I
gave you the wrong thing, man.
I had a bowl that I used to always smoke this DMT out of, and it was my one DMT bowl. And then time goes by, I've smoked a bunch of DMT out of this thing. Time goes by, I forget, and I'm low on weed, and I don't have any weed. And then I find like a little bit. So then I found this bowl, and it's like this good amount of like half black, looks like it's pokeable.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna just put what I got on top of this, and then that'll give me a little head change or something. So I fucking hit it, and I'm like holding it in because I'm like, I probably only got one hit. I'm holding it in. Then I'm like, oh fuck. And then so I go, oh fuck, and I fall back on my bed. And I'm like rolling on the bed. I'm starting to feel it like hit me really hard.
Oh
and,
my god.
The pattern of my cover, like you said about the water.
Yeah.
I looked at the pattern of my cover, and everything overcame, and everything was that pattern. Everywhere I looked, I was just like in this floating realm.
Oh my
and everything
god.
around me was the pattern of the color.
You peeled that layer back, man.
Yeah, and then it sucked back, and then I was back in the room, and then my room over in Highland Cove. I got a bunch of necklaces and stuff.
You are a necklace fan, and I like that. That's awesome.
I had all my necklaces on one big nail in my room. All of them were on one big nail.
That's the name of the song. Go ahead. One big nail.
And then when everything sucked back, dude, my room didn't have any windows. It didn't have any doors, and all my necklaces were on separate screws all over my room. And I was just in this box, like trapped. And then there was faces popping out of the walls, like slowly, and like making like weird faces and like just different like things. And they were just coming in and out. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm fucking dead. I was like, dude, like, I was like, I'm in hell. Like,
yes.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I was dead. And then I fell back because I like sat up, and it felt like I wasn't tripping anymore at all. Like I felt completely normal.
Yeah,
but I didn't have any. Wow. Yeah, I didn't have any windows or no doors, and it was scary as shit. And then I sat on the bed just freaking out for a little bit.
Yeah,
and like got up and like went towards the wall, and then like that's when faces and shit was popping out of the wall. Then I fell on the floor.
Oh wow.
Then I fell on the floor and started tripping out again, kind of like left. And then I came back, and I wasn't tripping anymore. And I just started crying super hard, dude. I was like, dude, I told
at the end of it,
I was like, I was in hell.
At the end of it, was there?
Could you like feel yourself?
Was there another? Yeah. Was there another a warping at the end though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like a tunnel vision type deal.
Like when everything kind of takes over, it is kind of like a thing, and it's like, wham.
Yeah, it's always like huge. That.
Like it just takes over everything. Like it's like you go through this pin needle of a hole, and it's this infinite thing. Yeah, and then it like goes back to this little bitty ass dot. Sometimes it's scary. I'm always iffy about doing it.
I always get nervous. I always have that 50-50.
I don't get nervous about nothing.
Yeah,
about any drug that I'm gonna do. But dude, DMT, it's scary because you know it's real.
You have to be ready for it.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Everything that you see here now will be gone sometimes. Like you can go to a whole, like it's nighttime outside. You can go to a place that's daytime.
Yep.
Touching grass. You're sitting in a chair. You're touching grass, walking around, feeling wind.
Yeah.
Whoa. I don't know about it.
It's crazy, dude.
I don't know about any of that.
Whole different place.
That's the other stuff that's really happening around us all the time.
And
there's
it's
multiple,
absolutely real. Like,
there's multiple levels of reality constantly. 6 piss in pitch. 6 piss in pitch.
Let's dig a ditch and burn some shit. All right, we're out of here.
There's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong at all. You're not in any difficulty, but you're out on bond.
No, I'm not.
Have all the charges been dropped?
Yeah, I'm out on love.
Well, are you out on love or out of love? Which is it?
Out on love. Alone from night to night, you find me.